Hello, my most amazing artists. Once you have a bunch of your pumpkins and squash and your cornucopia here all complete, then you're going to start to cut everything out. So when you are cutting, you're going to cut right next to your black line without cutting it off, nice and carefully like that. So it looks nice and neat around the edge like that. Once you have everything cut out, I'd like you to clear off your workspace by getting your trash over to Trixie, and then I'm going to give you a paper to glue to. Before I glue anything down, I want to make it so that I can actually slide things inside my basket. So in order to do that, I'm going to make a cut along one side of the opening of my basket here, like this. So I'm going to take my scissor and right along the black line here, I'm going to cut along the side. Now you don't want to cut anything off. Nothing should separate from your basket, but that should be pretty good. I've got a little cut here like that, and I'm going to now be able to slide things inside my basket. So let's talk about gluing this down. When I glue this down, I don't want to glue it so that I can't slide things inside my basket. So I can now take a pumpkin and I can slide it partway inside my basket like that. I don't want to have it come down here because that won't make sense. I want it to make it look like it's inside the rim of the basket like that. So I'm going to keep that in mind as I start to glue. When I flip this over, I'm going to glue the end part here and the end part here. I'm not going to glue near my cut. So let me take my glue stick. Oh, let me get a new glue stick. This one's running out. So I'm going to put glue on the end horn part of my basket near the edge. Not too close to my cut over here. I don't want to glue close to my cut because I want to be able to put things inside my basket, and I'm going to glue on this side of my basket as well. If you glue too close to your cut, you won't be able to slide things inside. So that's important to keep in mind. So I've got glue here, I've got glue on the opposite side, I've got no glue near my cut. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to make sure it fits on my paper. So you need to position it so it fits on your page. Now because this is oil pastel on here, you don't want to rub it because we don't want to smear where we don't want to, but you're going to hold it down and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I should still have this little opening that I can pick up here where I didn't glue, and I can slide some of my pieces inside. And now you're going to think about how you want to arrange your pumpkins and your squash. What you don't want to do is have the basket go through like that. That takes away from the illusion that your things are resting inside. So I can put this on top if I want, like it's spilling out. If I want it to look like it's inside the basket, it's got to stay within this little rim here. Try to keep things from going over the edge of your paper. So I can put this here. Maybe I want to lift this up a little bit. Maybe I'll tuck this behind. So before you start gluing things down, it's good to think about your placement, your composition, where you want things to go. I think I like the way it looks like this. So now I need to keep in mind what needs to get glued first. The things in the back layer need to get glued before the things in the front. So this green pumpkin is in the front, the yellow one is in the back. I'm going to glue the yellow one first. I'm going to take that out. I left my other ones in place so I know where I want things to go. And when you are gluing around the edges, not just in the middle, a little bit in the middle like that. So it's sticky all around the edges. And then I'm going to slide it back in place. Like that. Again, you don't want to rub it. You're going to hold it down and count to 10. I'm ready to glue my orange pumpkin, which I know I want inside a little bit, so I'm going to take it off my art. I'm going around the edges, some in the middle, and I'm going to lift this piece up so it appears like it is inside my basket, like that. Maybe I want it out a little bit more. Again, don't rub it, but hold it down and count to 10. Last but not least, I'm going to think about my green pumpkin. Do I want it to look like it is sitting inside my basket or resting just outside of it like that? I think I'm going to put it inside my basket. I just need to make sure I don't do something like this where it doesn't make sense anymore. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to put glue around the edge. And I'm going to place it inside my basket, trying to keep it on my paper. Turn it over a little bit. Again, hold it down and count to 10. Once you got everything stacked, the last little bit might just be to get this stuck down so that it doesn't rip off. And you do not want to put glue on the black paper because you'll probably end up putting it in the wrong place. You're going to flip this upside down, hold it in your hand, and get some of your glue on that little loose piece, and then lay it down, and you guessed it, count to 10. Once everything is nice and stuck, you're going to flip your art over, write your name on the back so we know whose is whose, and hand it in to me. Can't wait to see your finished cornucopia. Make sure you cap up your tools and throw away your trash when you are done.